Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the round of 32 in the Legend of Zelda Randomizer All Boards, No Swords tournament here on SpeedGaming 3. Tonight is game number 2 between the number 2 seed Alsoa and the number 31 seed Malchior. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and joining me on the commentary tonight is CD Improv. Well, in game number 1, it was the big upset, the number 31 seed Malchior winning against the number 2 seed Alsoa. So, if Malchior can win tonight, they will move on to the round of 16. So, Alsoa gonna have to pull off a reverse sweep if he wants to advance to the round of 16.
I mean, I think at this point, we all just want to see game 3 tomorrow.
Absolutely here. Now, if Malchior does win, they will take on the winner of Big Slamu in Shaddy, number 15 and number 18 seed in the round of 16.
Which has some really interesting history to it, as Malchior has faced Shaddy in an elimination series in the last, I think, 2 tournaments.
Yeah, absolutely right. We are starting off at the coast, a few screens east of Vanilla's start. And we do have a divergence of paths. Alsoa going to the west, Malchior going to the east. So, if you have not been with us for the bracket stages, there's a few changes from what you saw during the Swiss rounds. One of the biggest changes is going to be the enemy HP value. It was normally plus or minus 2 vanilla. Now it's plus or minus 4 HP. So we could be talking about 14 HP blue Wizrobes. We have any roads on Alsoa's side. 1 at start, 1 at the Forgotten Spot, 1 at vanilla level 8. If one of them takes you to Death Mountain, that might be really, really good. But we're not going to find out at this time. Malchior right now is in level 1 with 14 rooms here.
Yeah, this isn't, the enemy set looks pretty friendly. We can't really tell what the HP on any of these enemies is like right now, but if I get a sword, or, well, not a sword. We're swordless. If I get a candle, a boomerang, or, you know, gosh forbid, the wand, I'm coming back here.
You know, speaking of the candle, you know how the red candle was the white sword item in all of our Swiss round seeds? That is not going to be the case here in the bracket stages. Now, the red candle can be anywhere. Now, Alsoa has found that same level 1. Also, you're going to have a removal of most of the open staircases, as we do have a piece of vanilla here on the coast. It is our ladder item on the coast, heart container. So nothing's changed between the vanilla games. And another thing that has changed is that there is going to be at least 1 overworld block.
Yep, that means that the Raft Power Bracelet or Recorder is going to be blocking either a level or the White Sword Cave. Alright, we've got an Armos check on Alsoa's side, just a cave. We haven't found our item just yet.
All right, Alsoa checking the vanilla level 2 location at the moment. And Malchior right behind. All right, we find our first money, and it's 12 rupees for our small secret.
Now, if we're lucky, we're gonna maybe be able to buy at least 1 bomb pack with that. And if we're not lucky, it's gonna be like a third of 1.
And Malchior gets that same small secret here. Now, there are 4 small secrets, the 3 large secrets, and the 7 medium secrets. Now, of course, the medium one is the prominent one, so you want to see something nice. There's a potion shop behind that Armo spot, but nothing doing there.
Looks like Alsoa is going to go ahead, check this last Armos, and maybe hit all of these open caves up in the northeast. It's a good idea. We do have a free blue. Well, okay.
We've got the Raft as our Armos item here, and that potentially could have one of those overworld blocks. Could be a level, could be, you know, a white sword item that is needed.
And since the wood sword blocks flag is on, it could actually be blocking our free blue candle, which is the wood sword tonight.
Very well could be, as Alsoa does get to the raft spot. Malchior also is able to steal that raft. And we have level 3 at the northeast raft spot, so raft is required tonight.
All right, I like this. It's also a pretty decent level to kind of wander through a little bit earlier. Maybe we'll find a free bomb pack on the floor or some keys, but Alsoa is just going to go back to start. So, okay, we're good with that too. Maybe when one of the runners pauses for more than about a second, we'll get a chance to look at which of the 3 Triforces we started with tonight. Which 3 of the Triforces we started with tonight? Sorry, let's put that the right order.
Well, of course, we'll have to look, and one of them is we already said it. So there's the Bombs Plus, which acts as the magical sword, by the way, and the last one. We've only seen. Have we seen all 4? No, we've not seen all 4, have we? Yes, we have seen all 4. Yes, the one was at the letter. So you had one at Northeast, you had the one at Start, and you had the one at the Forgotten Spot, and you had the one at Vanilla Level 8. Not bad. I'll say B.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. We don't really have great Death Mountain access, but it's better than absolutely nothing. Like, we can get from this side of the map to the other and then just screen scroll over.
Okay, and that is a door repair penalty that Malchior just found, and that is going to bankrupt him. That was at Northeast Hyrule, and also we're going to find that same door repair penalty. Thank you for purchasing Meteor Insurance. Nobody likes Meteor Insurance here. 15 to 25 rupees is what you are going to lose if you find one of the 9 door repair penalties. So now both runners are bankrupt, but Alsoa has full health. Malchior has just got a half a heart left, so any hit he takes will send him back to Start. And Malchior somehow gets through that door and finds another secret. Another small secret, so that's 2 out of the 4. Alsoa with full health doesn't really have to worry too much. Malchior trying to get this screen scroll to get to the Vanilla Level 5 location, and does so successfully, but watch out for those levers. 1 heart of damage those blue ones do, and does get through the door and finds a cheap candle at 43 rupees, but a very expensive wooden arrow there. That is 95 rupees, with the maximum price being 100, so almost a 20% markup there.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything other than the small secret, I don't believe, so we don't know yet if we're going to actually be able to afford those arrows easily.
Well, considering that I'm doing commentary CD Improv, we're probably talking about, I'm going to go for 59 as our large secret.
Oh, see, but you could have made all the memers so happy and said a slightly different number.
Like 50, maybe?
Yeah, totally. Oh, look at those bombs.
And by the way, the Triforce pieces, we have the top 2. So that's levels 1 and 2, and the bottom right 4. Well, not the most glamorous Triforce pieces, which means we have to find the ones in 6, 7, 8.
Well, we can definitely afford those arrows now. We have 132 large secret on our start screen.
Well, I definitely approve of that large secret. Hopefully the medium complements the 2 very nicely. As Alsoa finds our first casino, nothing doing here.
Now, unfortunately for Malchior, he didn't make it into the bomb shop, so he wasn't able to actually purchase those early bombs, and he's also not going to know that level 9 is on the coast tonight.
Alsoa has found the location of level 9, but decided to reset, so hopefully you folks at home were keeping score of exactly where level 9 was in tonight's seed. Malchior, meanwhile, is going to go and check the raft spot. He'll find that level 3.
Now, I'm going to be curious to see exactly how much of these bomb spots that Alsoa is going to go ahead and check out. He did do a safety save, so if these all turn out to be absolutely nothing, then he can retry back into his bombs.
Yep, 244 rupees is the price of the blue ring. Here's some more money, and our medium is a gross 28, but at least the large secret kind of counterbalances that below average medium secret.
It does, and it's important to note that we can still, with that medium secret, with 7 rupee bomb packs, we can still buy 3 packs of bombs, and that is as much math as I will ever do on stream.
You still did the math wrong, I'm afraid to tell you, CD
I thought it was it not 7?
It's 4 packs. 7 times 4 is 28.
See, this is why I don't math on Twitch, but it's okay.
And also,
is going to go ahead. Yep, we're going to pick up that candle. I would be surprised if he didn't go ahead and pick up the arrows as well.
And that's going to leave him with 27 rupees. He can either put that money on account, or he could put it on a Gucci gift certificate. Oh, wait, wrong game.
I have a feeling he's going to go to the bomb store and pick up some more of those really cheap bombs.
Yeah, absolutely, because, you know, he could buy 14 rupees worth and still have 13 rupees in change.
All the math. It's okay. Now, he goes ahead, since he's buying bombs, he can go ahead and use his first kill of an enemy on that stealth post just to make sure he gets into the cave alive.
The price of keys is 87 rupees, so that's a little bit above the vanilla 80 there. But look at the price of the magical shield, which I don't expect anybody to make that purchase. Now, Malchior has just found the free candle. That was only a little bit away from vanilla start, so that's some rupees that Malchior is going to be saving.
It is, but at the same time, Alsoa's already been able to start burning these bushes over here in the forest. Malchior is going to have to double back at some point to actually redo those checks. So it's still, you know, kind of even.
Now, Malchior's going to check the vanilla level 4 raft spot. Unfortunately, candles do not take down red Octrox, so they definitely rolled up. Blues might have been 2 or 3. As Malchior is going to check our raft spot, and we find not the double raft requirement, but it is the dock that pays you 28 rupees.
All right, Alsoa is going to go ahead and find level 8 at the burn bush just to the south of the desert.
And there are 2 items here in level 8. Both of them are going to be behind staircases. Again, a lot of the open staircases have been removed, so a room like this broken triple bar room could have a push block.
Yep, and a dead giveaway. If you enter one of these rooms without the shutter door closing, and there's an item in that top right-hand corner, that is going to be a staircase, generally. Because when the staircases actually get removed, the diamond staircase and the right side staircase, the game still tries to put the item in the same spot.
It was a transport staircase. Alsoa did find the push block here. The broken triple bar room did have a staircase, but unfortunately, it was a transport and not one of the 2 items. Now,
oh no, there they are. I was waiting. I'm like, are we in the second quest spiral staircase?
I know. I was thinking the same thing here, where it was a push block, but no. And wall masters look like our neutral, 2 HP. As Malchior's found level 5, a diamond staircase, but just like Alsoa, turns out to be a transport. Only levels 1 through 4 might have 0 transport staircases, but of course, that depends if the shapes are segmented.
Now, Alsoa, in that that spiral staircase, he actually got really lucky, and his bomb count was up, and he got a force off of one of the grabby hands that came out of the wall, or he wasn't getting out of there.
Yes, the force that CD Improv is talking about is if you are able to kill 10 enemies in a row without taking damage, and you bomb the 10th enemy, well, you would get a free pack of bombs. Now, if you were to stab the 10th enemy, you would get a 5 rupee instead. But of course, there is no sword, so you're not going to be stabbing to get that 5 rupee. You'd have to use the wand instead.
Did you just see that? The gels, the little gels, didn't go down to a candle flame.
Yeah, that's trolly. You love to see that. You hate to see it if you're the runner. So that means they rolled up +2.
Which means that even if we find an early boomerang, we're not going to be able to take out those gels.
I don't think we're going to be taking much of anything out with the boomerang the way this seed is shaping up so far. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised at this juncture, considering what we know already, CD Improv. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw runners ignore boomerangs here, just based on what we know already.
Well, they are pretty useful if you have Lionels and such on your overworld for getting down some of those terrible staircases we were talking about before the race started, though.
Gibdos, we know, did not roll up to 9 HP because they went down in 2 bombs, because they normally have 7 HP. And again, the variance is plus or minus 4, so they could have rolled anywhere between +1 and -2. And there is our map for level 8.
I'm going to say it looks like a broken coffee cup.
To me, it looks like, it looks like a part of a Space Invader.
Okay, so like we're halfway through the game of Space Invaders and we're just blowing things up.
It looks like half of a Space Invader, or maybe a quarter of a Space Invader, depending on which kind of profile you're looking at. Didn't get a chance to see how many rooms there are. Let's see if I can find it on Alsoa's quick.
All right, looks like Alsoa is going to try to bomb these gels. They do thankfully go down, but he's only got 1 bomb left, so he's going to have to cycle the room and try to kill the bats with his candle.
36 rooms, so kind of an average size level 8 here. So hopefully level 7 is small, so we keep the drive alive of having our chance of a 64 room level 9. There's the Triforce here, poorly guarded by this Gliok, but he is guarding that shutter door to the right. But also, we'll go ahead and pick up the Triforce here in level 8. And that's the first new Triforce piece on the board. And that's all for Alsoa.
Yeah, I do like the fact that he's going to go ahead and leave level 8. Part of what happened last night, Alsoa made a low percentage play that worked out in part. He got the bow out of level 8 really early on, but then he kept digging levels that were just way too big.
Yep, indeed. And we find our first take any cave. Alsoa will pick up the heart container, so it's a 1 in 3 chance of finding whatever the white sword item is if we can find it, as Malchior at Candle Row finds a 28 rupee secret, the far end of Candle Row. Now checking the rest of Candle Row here, going right to left and finding level 4.
Okay, level 4 is not bad. It's relatively small. It should have some enemies we might be able to kill, though I'm kind of rooting for whiz ropes. Alsoa's going to go back into level 1 now that he has a candle. He's going to hopefully get some bomb drops off of the floor.
Well, Keys did not roll above 1 HP. Now, whether it's 0 or 1, we wouldn't know until we saw a boomerang. But Malchior is going to steal that key from the Gibdo and up an A, and looks like he's going to escape level 4 for the time being. Now, Alsoa, 3 keys, and there is the map in that we had seen that on Malchior's side. We know it's not segmented, so he finds a staircase, potentially this reverse C room here, and ooh, ropes.
Ooh,
1
they
HP
rolled
is
up
enough.
again.
Yes, we are doing the anti-Walmart seed, as I like to call it. We are rolling up the prices of the HP of enemies here, as Malchior finds his first bonus cave, picks up the heart container, so both runners have 4.
All right, so Alsoa is he's picking up all the free stuff he can here in level 1 without bombs or a boomerang. Killing those snakes are going to be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, Lemol is doing 2 hearts of damage, both the slow and fast moving variety. Hopefully that is not a drop for these runners' sake. Of course, a lot of the people like to see chaos here, as Alsoa trying to clear the room, clear the keys. Malchior finds a potion shop where the blue ring shop would normally be, so nothing doing there for Malchior.
Well, luckily that right side landmo room all the way on the edge, that was actually just a free key. So Alsoa snuck in, grabbed the key off the floor, and was like, I'm leaving, bye.
All right, and there was a key, so that's 5 keys now, make it 6, as Alsoa finds a free key in this rupee boss room, and is going to use this one right here, or no, he's going to try to hold on to it if he can possibly do so, as Malchior is heading for Vanilla level 3's location here in the Dead Woods, and does get a rupee for his trouble taking down the blue Octorok. Alsoa finds the Triforce in level 1. Already had it to begin with, but that is going to be a refill on his health. Malchior finds his second bonus cave. We'll pick up the heart container. That takes him up to 5 hearts, and Alsoa is through with level 1. So picked up quite a few keys, but no items.
Yeah, it looks like they're either behind bomb walls or they're going to be behind those key doors in the top row. I like the fact that he's going back to level 3, though.
All right, and unfortunately, no bomb drop from the blue Octrox. Looks like they were neutral. 2 HP on the slow-moving ones at the very least. And yeah, also is going back to level 3. But Malchior checking the second forgotten spot here, as I like to call it, because I tend to see runners miss this spot here in Southwest Hyrule. Malchior has bombs ready to go and is able to get through the door, and he finds the letter. So he will be able to buy potions if he shows it to the merchant. Alsoa gets sent back to the start of level 3.
Now, he's going to go ahead up a save. I have a feeling we are headed back to that lovely and wonderful bomb shop up near the waterfall.
It makes the most sense. He's got plenty of rubies to make purchases. He's got 74. He only needs 14. Blue ring shop here. Nothing doing there for Malchior. So, Alsoa, they're going back to level 8. No.
Okay, let's go get some weaponry here. That seems like a really good plan.
Look like he's heading that way.
There's not much you can do with just a single blue candle flame in some of these rooms in level 8.
Yeah, the problem with the blue candle is that you can only use it once on the screen that you're currently on. If you want to use it again, you have to go to another screen. If they find the red candle, you could use it as many times as you'd like on the screen that you're currently on, but you got to keep in mind a maximum of 2 projectiles can be on the screen at once. So the good news is that the Stalfos go down in a candle, so that's one of the few enemies that are rolling down in this seed.
Well, I mean, that's not bad because we need to get past them.
Malchior finding a large secret where a vanilla 10 would be here in the Dead Woods, a big 132, taking him over 200 rupees.
So you have to wonder at this point. Malchior, I don't believe, has seen the arrow, or hasn't been near the arrow shop since he had money.
Hey, looks like the blue mobrins rolled down and was able to get a bomb drop from that one.
Yeah, but you have to be wondering whether or not Malchior is now thinking about potentially picking up a blue ring.
He's very close. All he would need is a couple of mediums or a medium and a small, and he would be right there. And Alsoa now with 8 bombs is going to head back into level 1.
And it's important to note that Alsoa, after leaving the bomb shop, he went ahead, up a save, so he's done the safety save with the full 8 bombs, 60 rupees, and 6 keys. So if these items here in level 1 end up being trash, he can just retry back into his keys.
Correct. By the way, we found out that our door repair penalty is vanilla. It is 20 rupees. 15 to 25 is the range.
All right, so thankfully these gels do go down to a single candle flame.
Ooh. Gonna leave about 60 rupees off the table, but now he has topped out his wallet, so if he wanted to buy the blue ring, he most certainly could.
See, that would be so hard to pass up right now. You don't necessarily need it. It's not a required item, but it's always really nice to have, especially in Swordless, where some of the positioning in rooms takes you right in between, like a herd of dark nuts or a bunch of lionel beams.
All right, so Alsoa, ooh, they roll to at least 4 HP, those robes. So if you've ever played Second Quest Zelda CD Improv, you know that the super robes have a base of 4 HP, and guess what? Tektide's rolled up as well.
Oh, gosh, that's terrible, but he gets a really good bomb here to go ahead and clear that entire room in one sweep. But the nice thing about Second Quest ropes, though, is at least they're flashing when they have that much HP, so they're kind of fun to look at.
And also, a bomb doesn't take him down, so they rolled maximum 5 HP. This was our staircase, and hell on.
Yes. All right, so this is really good for Alsoa, okay? He's got the reusable offense. He can damage everything in the game right now with the exception of Gomas.
And yeah, that is great news for someone who was down 1-0 in this best of 3 round of 32 match. And Alsoa off to a great start. Malchior going to retry.
Now, this makes sense. He's got 235 rupees, 3 keys, 10 bombs. You really don't want to lose things to door repairs or, you know, just nothing.
Yeah, he's already lost 20 to one of the door repairs, and he's found level 9, so now he knows the location.
Wait a minute. Malchior's up to 10 bombs. The bomb upgrade that we saw on his screen, it wasn't mags. That was the white sword item.
So, yeah, the white sword was white sword. There you go. Yeah, 10 bombs he now has. You are absolutely correct. Good observation there.
Actually, I noticed our tracker, Moonrisen Phoenix, went ahead and he caught that first.
Now Malchior is going to purchase the wood arrows here for 95 rupees, so blue ring is not on his mind. That is for certain, as Alsoa back to level 3.
I like this play. We now have the wand. There shouldn't really be a whole heck of a lot that we cannot kill.
Well, we got Wizrobes and Lionels and Bubbles in the same screen. A perfect combination for bloodshed.
See, but here's the nice part. There was a standing key up in the top corner of that room. It's shuttered on both sides, and we know we can get around it. So all Alsoa does is wander past them, goes, picks up the key, and up snays.
Exactly, and there goes the Dodongo guards the Triforce here in level 3. So that is going to be the 5th Triforce piece on the board for Alsoa, as Malchior now heading back for level 1. If he could clear those ropes, he will be able to get his wand and stay in the running in this race.
Yep, Alsoa's going to go back into level 3. Again, this is a relatively small dungeon. You should be able to hopefully come out of here with the item within just a couple of rooms. Maybe even a heart. Hearts wouldn't be bad.
Yep, every heart, or every dungeon is going to have a heart container that is on the floor, and those gels roll to at least 3 HP.
That is so gross. That's just terrible.
So they either went to 3 or 4 because they normally have 0.
Yeah, you can normally just wipe them out with just about anything, and this, it's taking 2 wand hits. That's great.
All right, there's the map for level 3. Pretty straightforward looking.
I'm gonna say like a puppet head or something, and I think we're about to see an up and A here. Also, is not gonna waste the bomb trying to kill that Wizrobe just to get back out of that room.
I must say, this is one of the biggest level 3s I think I've ever seen in Randomizer commentary. That is 20 rooms for a level 3.
Wow, that's a little rude.
Like I said, I think that's one of the biggest I've ever seen in commentary. I mean, somebody correct me if they've seen something larger than that, but that's one of the biggest I can recall seeing. There's the heart container for Alsoa. Malchior finds his wand, a critical find in this early stage of the game.
Yep, so basically that little deal, Alsoa still has a tiny bit of an advantage because he's already got the Triforces at a 3 and 8, but it's not a whole heck of, it's not a big one.
Now, the good news is the standalone gels did not roll above 2 HP.
Yeah, you gotta love that that's actually like a separate entity inside the game.
It's the same thing with the keys as well. You've got the blue keys and then you have the red keys that split from Vires. Those are different HP groups as well, but watch out for these blue linos. Okay, they did not roll up to 10 HP as they could have. It looked like it was either 5 or 6. 3 wands did the trick. How about the orange ones? Looks like neutral or -1. There's the compass, but too late. We've already got the Triforce. Malchior now is going to be looking for the floor item here in level 1. Now remember, Alsoa did not find the floor item here, CD and Prophet. If it turns out to be bow, recorder, power bracelet, and we need it, that could give Malchior a chance to catch up.
It could. I want to say that Alsoa tried bombing out of the blue Landmo room, and he apparently found a red candle here in level 1. Actually,
that's right.
According to chat.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yes, the red candle was the second item here in level 1, so never mind.
I mean, we found the wand, so who really needs the red candle?
I do.
Okay, well, Alsoa picked it up for you.
All right, and here's the item in level 3. And speaking of the bow, there it is.
All right, well, now we're playing the Where Do We Think Our Silvers game is.
Not level 9.
I'm gonna root for, how about the second item in level 8?
Now, however, I reserve the right to change my mind. If we get closer to the end of the seed and we still don't find both the Silver Rose and Red Ring, I will call for Standard Fare, but too early to call for Standard Fare at this point.
Yeah, we have so many other options. Plus, we kind of have to find 5, 6, and 7.
True, yep. Well, now we found level 5. It's 6 and 7 we have not found yet. Or 2.
I don't think so. Yeah, well, 2 would be nice to find. If we find a recorder, though, that's going to give us a little bit of a way around that. We're going to find another candle shop in a slightly better location than the one that was under the waterfall.
And Malchior does find his red candle on the ground here, so he is done with level 1 as he does pick it up. And by the way, Bomb Shop is not the rare shop tonight.
All right, Alsoa is going to go ahead, take the any road back over towards Vanilla Start. He's going to burn all of these bushes that he couldn't do before, which should get him, isn't level 5 is somewhere over here?
Malchior now going to go into level 3. He'll find his bow. And Alsoa will find a big secret to 212 rupees he goes now.
And we're gonna buy meteor insurance. Yay!
I'll pass.
I mean, it's like that replaces your car windshield insurance.
Right, except there's no cars in Hyrule.
I mean, maybe eventually. Like, what's the newest game that's coming out soon?
Well, whatever Breath of the Wild 2 ends up being, but when or what it's going to be called, that remains to be seen. Not much information is known about that game, but that's another story for another time here. Malchior taking care of the heavy-hitting HP gels, as Alsoa now going to be screen scrolling to this spot, and that's Bombs Plus. And that is the one that's going to give him the extra 2 bombs. That, again, was our white sword item.
Now, the 2 bombs are great, but the information is even better. You already know that you've got the white sword item, so when it comes down to it and we can't find those silvers, you're not looking for a cave that you don't know if it was the Mag's bomb upgrade or the white sword bomb upgrade.
That is correct here. So, Alsoa now here in the Dead Woods doing some exploration, but down to 1.5 hearts in health. He's got to be careful because Gorillas, those boomerangs, do a full heart of damage. Speaking of health, Malchior has only 0.5 heart left. He has found the bow, but can he get there before he meets his demise? He's got 2 keys left.
I would be shooting all the bats before I even got down the stairs. I'd be like, nope.
And that's exactly what he does. Malchior does get his bow out of level 3. Now he just has to find the Triforce. They'll be done.
Well, that's actually really close to start here in level 3 because it was the single Dodongo room. So he's just going to be willing to give up those 2 bombs.
Yep, that is for sure. And Malchior wants nothing to do with those Wizrobes that does so much damage. 2 hearts every time you get hit by the blue Wizrobe's body or their beams. 4 hearts if you get hit by an orange Wizrobe beam. And Malchior takes down the Dodongo, gets his Triforce. That is number 4 on the board. And we got a ball game here, CD Improv.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to shape up to be a close one, I have a feeling, unless we have some real shenanigans going on with the silvers later.
Well, we call level 9 the great equalizer for a reason. It wouldn't surprise me if it boiled down to a level 9. You know, talk about a polar opposite. You normally see a big secret there. Instead, it's a door repair penalty for Alsoa in the Deadwoods, down to 158. But he's going to find a large secret here, and it is going to top out his wallet at 255.
Now, he's already bought arrows, he's already got candles, he's got 5 keys. If I come across another blue ring cave and I'm Alsoa, I would seriously be tempted to pick it up.
We'll see what Alsoa has in mind. Again, red ring is still very much at large. We have no idea where it is. Again, there are no hints. 100% community hints. These runners are on their own. Now, I'm going to check where the magical sword would normally be, and that's a bonus cave. Which is...
I like that he's leaving it behind. He's gonna have that marked in his brain as, hey, if I need another potion, that's where I can go. Because Alsoa has already picked up a potion out of the last taken he saw.
Precisely. He wants to save it for later, just in case. And we find level 2 at level 6's location, as Malchior now going to top out his bombs.
All right, now this works. If you're Alsoa, yes, you already have the Triforce in here, but there's a floor item. It's level 2. You have the wand. You are searching this no matter what.
Ah, the Book It program. You remember that, CD Improv?
Being a bookworm, yes. It was my favorite way to get pizza.
Yep, me too. Oh, those were the days. All right, Alsoa again looking for the item that is on the ground. Finds the map right on his feet. It is 15 rooms.
That's not terrible. I mean, it makes up for the fact that level 3 was rather huge.
Yeah, 20 rooms. Again, we had 14. And of course, could have soft locked there. You always see clocks in a Wallmaster room because the game knows. But that was the last Wallmaster. Alsoa can now proceed here.
Now, this room isn't going to be anything. The only level that has a floor drop in is level 1.
Yep, that's knowing the layouts is going to help you go a long way towards victory, and which rooms need to be cleared out and which ones do not. Nice use of bombs. There's the compass. Doesn't really need it. But if he wants a health refill, he could certainly go back if he wanted to.
Oh, this is a little bit scary, but thankfully, again, Alsoa does have that potion. So if he gets too close to death, he's going to do this. Use the potion.
Yeah, it's not the dart nuts that are really the scary part. It's the darn Beamos that are guarding those dart nuts. Yeah. So Alsoa can't really do cheese strats. He's gotta, let's see. I think they rolled down at least -2.
Yeah, it didn't look like he had to take too many swings at him. About the only thing you can do with the Beamos in that room is if you stand dead center in between the 2 statues, they cannot fire at you.
So it was either -2 or -3 because blue dart nuts normally have 8 HP. So it was either 5 or 6. You'll never be able to find it. There's the recorder for Alsoa. He's done with that level 2, and it could be a huge item that'll help his chances.
And it's going to make transportation all that more easier.
All right, now Alsoa seems to be doing everything in the right order right now. As Malchior is now back into level 5. Now we saw a little bit of this level 5. We had found the transport staircase, but not the item. And this may be a reason why we have found a potential ladder block here in the Chevy room, as Alsoa not going to have a blue ring in his mind. He sees the cheap bait, a single rupee discount, and decides to purchase it just in case it's required. We have not found the bait block just yet.
I think it's actually a really good heads-up play. You've got the money right now, plus there are mobs in Swordless that will actually gather around the bait.
Unfortunately, Malchior will not be able to get the map here out of level 5 because that is ladder blocked.
Well, all right. I mean, at least we can go a few different directions.
That is true, and he won't be able to get this key either, so he's going to have to burn one of his keys, and uh-oh, another potential ladder block and a potential Goma block as well.
It'll be curious if this ends up being a Triforce room, because that could potentially put our ladder in level 9.
Well, 2 hits wasn't enough. 3 hits was enough. By the way, that rolled at least plus 2 HP.
That is a very beefy crab. It looks like Alsoa is going to go ahead and take advantage of the fact that he had a bunch of bombs. He's going to bomb Death Mountain, looking for the remaining levels he's missing.
Unfortunately, going to lose 20 rupees to a meteor insurance penalty right there. Yeah, so we still are looking for levels 6 and 7 at this point as Malchior gets the transport staircase. I think we saw it earlier. He's looking for another staircase that is going to give him his item. Now, of course, this potentially could be the troll one-off dead-end staircase, and it looks like it is. That is what I like to call the stealth dead-end staircase. This could be a segment to level 5, and Malchior wants no more part of it at the moment.
And sadly, speaking of dead ends, Alsoa is going to take a death all the way up in Death Mountain, but now he's going to take advantage of his recorder to either whistle back there or maybe go visit one of the other levels he hasn't found yet.
Yep, so it does look like we are ladder blocked out of level 5. So if you were hoping for a ladderless seed, you could throw that out the window. It is done.
All right, now this whistle's going to go ahead and take Alsoa directly to a very pink level 4.
Again, we already have the Triforce here, but we're looking for the item. Won't be here, so he's just going to up A and look for another route.
Makes sense. It takes a little while to kill the gels since the little baby gels rolled up. All right, meanwhile, Malchior is back in level 8. I believe this was the transport staircase that originally had the key in the top corner.
Correct. Yep, the broken triple bar room was our transport. So next staircases Malchior will find now that we've got the map. He'll know that the items will be behind those staircases.
Alsoa waves at the Triforce in level 4 before finding another ladder block.
Ooh, so we could be ladder blocked out of the item here in level 4. Now, speaking of items, remember that important items can be in level 9, but the way this seed is shaping up... Hello, Patra Wayne.
Sadly, with only 1 heart, Alsoa is not going to chance picking up the key from underneath that Patra at the moment.
Yeah, 2 hearts of damage you're going to get. No, not going to do it. Well, if this is not a segmented level 4, but it is a segmented level 4, so we keep looking for that item here, CD.
All right. I mean, hopefully this is not a troll room. We at least have one place we can go.
I already saw one in level 5.
Yeah, but I mean, the video game loves doing that. We're going to get a key for our trouble, and then it looks like Alsoa is just going back. He's like, I'm done.
He thinks it's a 2-off, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 2-off.
All right, he's going to go ahead, clear this room again, and I'm going to be curious to see if maybe we can bomb into the room that was above the Triforce, see if we can't get around that ladder block.
It was either neutral or -1 on the orange dart nuts that went down in 2 wands. There's a key. 7 keys for Alsoa. Malchior currently has 5, and 2-door Monty, Alsoa is probably not going to play. He's going to go for the shutter door, I would imagine, here, and another key. So a lot of keys here in this level 4. You love to see that.
Yep, Malchior's going to go ahead and get his compass here in level 8, which will point him in the direction of the Triforce. Alsoa gets a free bomb pack off the floor.
And he runs into 8 sizzling blue dark nuts. He's going to have to up A.
Now, while that room can drop in level 4, I like that Alsoa is like, no, we're not bothering with this. We're just going to go back to start.
Yep. I think it's a good idea because, again, 2 hearts of damage. You might as well take the up and A and just go for the workaround.
I mean, it could be the map, but at this point, we already have seen a couple of different key door paths. Alsoa's going to go ahead and take one. All right.
Good bombs there from Malchior. All right, and we find a Triforce room and more 3-door Monty action.
Oh, man, it's a good thing the game had been really, really, really generous previously with those keys.
A map would be nice, but none to be found here. Now Malchior is going to be dealing with this 4 wooden arrow, and Alsoa's done. It looks like he is blocked by some sort. Now, I know we saw a ladder block. I don't know if there was a workaround, though.
I don't know that he tried. I think he was in the room that was next to the one that was above the ladder block, but I don't know if maybe there was a key door there and he just didn't try it, or if it was bomb wall that didn't bomb. He's gonna find another take any and just leave it.
So that's 2 that he is left behind at the moment. Wants as much insurance as he possibly can. And there's a bomb upgrade. 116 rupees is the price, and we get 4 extra bombs. So a little bit of a premium on the upgrade, but could have been a lot worse.
And then unfortunately, we're gonna get stuck in a Chevy room, which is gonna send us all the way back to start. And Alsoa manages to get a not slamooed on this raft.
Yeah, those good old Chevy rooms are like a rock in terms of blocking the progress of these runners here. And we still have not found any of the items here in level 8. Alsoa in level 5. And there is bad news brewing here.
Well, it'll be curious to see if maybe he can come up with something that maybe Malchior did not find before.
This is true. Yeah, but he's going to find the same stealth staircase. And Alsoa immediately recognizes that. Good play. He doesn't know it, but his judgment is correct. That's a troll staircase.
Yeah, he's just like, nah, I'm not bothering with this. I'm just gonna go back, use one of my 5 keys to get a little bit further in the dungeon, and use another key. Or run away.
Malchior gets a key from the Gibdos here with these Beamos sapping away at his energy. He's now down to 1.5 hearts, and looks like Malchior wants to try to clear this room to get past this shutter door.
Looks like Alsoa is going to get stuck in the same Chevy room that Malchior found in level 5.
Yep.
Some really good dodging by Malchior, by the way, to not get taken out by the floor while he's trying to clear that room.
Really nasty to have to deal with Beamos and, of course, enemies that take away 2 HP. And there's that same Goma we saw earlier on Malchior's side.
Now, sadly, we know that this is just going to be a key, but, you know, that brings us back up to 4. All right, Alsoa is going to go ahead, try to bomb to the right, which would make sense, but it doesn't look like we can go that way.
And Alsoa must also come to the conclusion we're talking a segmented level 5 ladder blocked. Again, that was what stopped Malchior in his trek to level 5 too.
So right now, we're just kind of trying to find levels 6 and 7 because we're hoping that there's a ladder in there somewhere, or Malchior is hoping that at some point we can figure out where the item rooms are here in level 8.
It was either 7 or 8 HP. We had a question in chat. How much do those blue Gomas roll up to? Because they normally have 6 HP. Because you normally need 3 wooden arrows or 2 silver arrows to take it down. We needed 4 wooden arrows. And those bosses are also subject to the plus or minus 4 HP. So it is conceivable that 5 wooden arrows could be required to take down a blue Goma.
Actually, in brackets, the bosses are still only plus or minus 2.
Ah, so it's only enemies subject to plus or minus 4. So that was a max goal.
The bosses are going to go up in the next, they're going to go up in the Elite 8.
Yep, and I assume Ganon's in the same boat, right?
I believe so, but I think he's on a completely separate flag.
Well, I know he's on a completely separate flag. I would imagine it's just enemies then and not Ganon. So we're not going to see an 11 HP Ganon in this juncture is what I'm trying to say.
That would be fantastic and rude all at the exact same time.
Yeah, rude because it proves me wrong, but fantastic because the runners would only need 6 hits with the wand.
And with the wonky hitbox of the wand, you can get those by completely facing the opposite direction as Ganon.
Right? It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome. You can like shoot the fire from the book away from you and still hit Ganon. All right, looks like Alsoa is going to go back and do the rest of these burn spots that he's missed and possibly recover some of the ground in, was it East Death Mountain he didn't do yet?
Absolutely. A lot of Death Mountain is still unclaimed on both runners' sides. Now, somebody mentioned meteor insurance doesn't cover boulders. Well, boulders don't come from space like meteors do. So that's the catch right there.
I like that detail. We're good. Looks like Alsoa is going to screen scroll across the river. We're going to finish up some Death Mountain bombing. Now, we've already seen on Malchior's side of the screen, though, that East Death Mountain is a whole bunch of nothing.
Yep, nothing in vanilla level 9. Alsoa's going to find that same nothing burger here as well. Nice shot on those blue moblins, though, for Alsoa.
Yeah, that's it's always nice when you can get them and the door at the exact same time.
Only if the meat is supposed to be used for space traveling, which we know for a fact it is not. So your answer, Brewski, is no.
But you get brownie points for the pun.
I like it. In any event, we find level 6 on Malchior's side.
All right, this could be good. This could have a ladder.
This very well could be a turning point in this race as well. Again, Malchior is up 1-0 in this best of 3, and uh-oh, we have Super Manhandler. He needs 2 strikes.
And he's, oh, good bombs from Malchior. Goes ahead, gets him on the 3rd one.
Yeah, very nicely done there. Gets it done in 3, just like you would in candlepin bowling, so not too shabby. The old 10 spot for Malchior. Speaking of 10 spots, there's the Rupee Boss, and look at this. Alsoa right on Malchior's heels.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be an incredibly close race.
All right, a possible push block, but it's a red herring. Unless there are wall masters. Here's an orange row. Goes down in a single wooden arrow, so they did not roll up.
All right, and we do have a little bit of a divergence here. Alsoa has headed straight up from start, while Malchior kind of went a little bit of a different path until the game stopped him. He's going to go ahead and block clip to get these landmarks.
Yeah. Fantastic move. I mean, 2 hearts of damage. You're absolutely going to make this move if you can do it. And Malchior just has done it. Got to push the block, though, and he's going to go to the right. Very nicely done there from Malchior.
Yep, he's going to get... This is a staircase room, because that rupee is not normally there. Yep.
Now, is it the item or is it the transport? It is the transport. It wouldn't be that easy, CD.
Well, I mean, you could hope, but it is nice that Malchior is going to go ahead, take the transport staircase, because this means later, when he found the other end of the staircase, he's already checked it.
Exactly. If this is not a segment to level 6, then of course we know what it is. Well, there's the compass for Alsoa, so
Ooh,
he is right there.
Ooh, no, he's got to clear this room.
Look at this.
He's got to clear that room. Alsoa, go back.
Well, he didn't.
Compass in the middle of a C-shaped room. That was an item room.
Ooh.
Or that was a potential staircase room, because normally that compass wouldn't be sitting in that C-shaped room.
Of course, it could be a segment to level 6, and that ends up, not being our staircase. So Malchior is going to head north. He's going to be not far away from that room that he passed up.
Because normally the C-shaped room can have a drop after you've cleared the room. It's not going to have the drop before you clear the room, from what I understand.
And by the way, Tektite's at least 3 HP, the orange ones.
Yeah. Oh, yuck.
And he's down to a heart. This could be a crucial situation here for Malchior in this level 6.
Now, did we see if Malchior had picked up a potion as well?
I don't think he's picked up a potion yet.
Okay, Alsoa's going to get a lucky fairy up here in level 6. He's continuing to clear. I'm wondering how long it's going to take him to remember that he should clear that C-shaped room.
Well, he may hit that Gamelmatic 9000 as well, or he may have forgotten it. If he forgets it, now here's the map of level 6. It is not segmented, but holy smokes.
Yeah, this is a shape. I'm going to say it's a totodile.
It is not bad, but you know what? I'm going to go for an Olympic torch. And there is our quote-unquote bait block. Forget the bait.
It's my favorite one.
27 rooms.
All right, Alsoa also gets his map. He's only got a couple of rooms up here in the top half of the Olympic torch or the totodile that he has not checked. And he's going to also find that bait block.
Yep.
And thankfully, this is pushing him back in the direction of that C-shaped room where he got the compass.
You are correct about that.
So sadly, we cannot get into that room. So I'm wondering if there's maybe a door from below.
Could be. Unfortunately, Manhandler doing a troll handler job on Alsoa as he was trying to go to the east, blocked him twice. He's got only 1 heart left.
He does thankfully still have that blue potion in his inventory if he is fast enough to use it.
There's that heart container taunting both of our runners here in level 6.
It's like, nah, you don't need any more health. You're fine.
Well, you know, Alsoa has definitely felt that way because he's skipped a couple of our containers up to this point. Orange Tektite's. Oh, wait, that's wooden arrows, not silver. I saw them like, wait just a second. It didn't go down in an arrow, and then I just realized it's only wood, it's not silver.
All right, now here again, this is the C-shaped room with the compass inside of the pancake. It normally would have been sitting dead center in the middle of the room. This is a dead giveaway. Also, please clear that room. That this is the item staircase.
He's not clearing that room, but wait.
Oh, here he comes. There you go. Also, clear the room. Clear the room, buddy.
He's not clearing the room, and Malchior finds the power bracelet, and it could be required because level 7 is still at large, CD.
It really is, and there is a good chance, given what we've already seen of the map, that it is behind a power bracelet spot. But thankfully, Alsoa decides, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clear this room.
And there it is. So Alsoa and Malchior both on level footing. This is still anybody's game right now, CD.
Yep, Alsoa is about to get his power bracelet. They're both only a couple of rooms away from the Triforce, which they can just walk into the room and pick up.
And right now, Malchior is going to grab his Triforce here, so he's going to temporarily take the Triforce lead on Alsoa.
Alsoa has the compass, but I'm wondering if maybe he didn't notice it. He's going to take the... Oh, he's taking the transport staircase because it takes him directly to the room below it. Maybe
yeah,
there was a
he
block
knows,
in his mind.
He knew the path right off the bat, so it's basically just the way that Alsoa decided to route level 6 here and the Triforce piece, so...
Ah, okay.
He's in good shape.
Oh, he only had one bomb, that's why. He didn't want to
too.
have to waste it. Okay.
You know, speaking of bombs, Malchior doesn't have any bombs to his name right now and doesn't get one from the Blue Moblin either.
Thankfully, though, this I want to say is a bomb shop right here on the corner.
You are right.
All right, Alsoa is going to go ahead, use the recorder. I have a feeling we're going back to level 8.
You know, level 8 makes the most sense considering what we still need is the ladder, because we know we are ladder blocked out of the item in level 5, and level 4 it would appear as well. So could be at level 7.
No, I like this. He's checking on the power bracelet spots. He's looking for level 7 instead. He just used it as a shortcut.
No, instead that's a door per penalty.
I mean, thankfully, money hasn't really been an issue for our runners, so we're good.
Yeah, with the large secret being 132, even with the lackluster medium secret, yeah, money is not a problem for either of these runners here in this seed. But Malchior, now he is going to, I think, do Death Mountain exploration, it would appear, or at least towards Vanilla level 6's location, as both these runners are in the same spot. Yeah, Malchior is going to do the full treatment, and unless you know we've missed something, this is going to just buy time for Alsoa. But Alsoa is doing the same thing. He's checking off.
There was the furthest most spot on this row, all the way to the left. Alsoa died on that screen.
And yeah, imagine if that's where level 7 is. And Malchior, yeah, the hot spot, as I like to call it here. It's possible the power bracelet's a red herring, but nope, that's not going to be level 7. That's a medium secret. Yep,
he's going to go do these 2 screens over on the side, because he had screen scrolled over from the one where the trees are, and then he died to, I want to say, a Lionel beam before he could actually get the bomb wall off.
Well, Lionels are in dungeons, so it had to be something
Lionels.
else.
Yep.
In any event, it might have been a Guerrilla. I mean, they do 100 damage. There it is. Yep. Malchior now in level 2 again. He's going to find the recorder. We know that unless there's a Dig Dogger block, recorder's not required.
Yeah, this is, though it's really, really handy for getting around all the different levels. This also is going to whistle to level 3 and check the power bracelet spot that's up here.
And here is a dreaded 8 blue Dart Nut room. Again, they did roll to 3 wand strikes instead of, you know, it could have been 6.
Yeah, and trying to do this room for the Dark Nuts without a ladder is quite the challenge, because you don't really have a lot of places to dodge. Here we go. More whistling on Alsoa's side. We're headed over towards probably the power bracelet near, yep, Vanilla Start.
Yep, gonna check the coast, gonna check the fairy fountain, gonna check the Lost Hills power bracelet spots. And which one is he gonna check first? Well, actually, he's going to check vanilla level 1 first. Blue
Oh, I like this. Oh, I
ring.
like this. I like this a lot. He's left so many potions. He doesn't have to worry about buying a potion. He's got a max capacity of 10 bombs. He's already bought wooden arrows. And money's not been a problem.
I'll tell you one thing. The way this seed is shaping up right now, you know what? I'm gonna call for it. Standard fare in level 9. I'm calling for it right now.
Okay. I mean, well, we know that the ladder is going to have to be outside.
And there it is, level 7 behind the Fairy Fountain Power Bracelet spot for Alsoa.
All right, so this is really good. I'm going to say I think we're going to find our ladder in here, which is going to give us access to the Triforce in level 5.
It most certainly is. You think the ladder could be here in 7? Yeah, I'm thinking the ladder's going to be here in 7 as well. I'm going for the Redbird special here.
Wouldn't that be the bow in level 7?
Well, not necessarily a bow, but just a required item to beat the seed kind of item in 7.
Yeah, very true. It looks like also with that blue ring, his confidence level's gone up a little bit. He can now take a little bit more damage from these blue landmos and not worry about it.
Yeah, instead of taking 2 hearts, he's taking 1 heart as the blue ring reduces your damage by 1/2. And here's a corridor staircase. Do we have an item? We do. And it's all fail, and Alsoa wants no part of that wooden boomerang.
That means that there's got to be a path in level 8.
Yep. I'm going to say 8 has, let's see, ladder, and
How about the other boomerang?
book. Well, that's a good guess. I'd go with the magical boomerang
Oh,
in
no. Poor Malchior is going to get grabbed by the grabby hands coming out of the wall here in level 2. He's going to have to go back.
And you know what that means, right? That buys Alsoa time.
It really does. Also, at this point, he's already seen the item here in the staircase. He's got the blue ring, so he's not going to worry about digging out hearts. He is just looking for the Triforce. That's it.
Of course, we saw that level 8 was 36 rooms, I believe. So I'm hoping level 7 is on the small side. Because if it's on the large side, then level 9 is going to be on the small side.
Well, that could lead to lots of magical staircase shenanigans, though, in level 9.
Yeah, but we all want that dream, 64 room level 9.
We almost had that in a race the other night. It was a full grid except for 2 squares, I think.
62. Oh, that'd be a record for me. The highest I've ever had in commentary, 61. And that race, Rick and I were on the commentary for that, and that level 9 was done in like a minute. It was the most underwhelming 61 room level 9 you will ever see.
Well, that's a little bit sad. You didn't even really get to see it all as we find the floor heart here in 7, which is going to bring Alsoa up to 6 hearts.
Indeed it will. Well, the good news is that the virus did not roll up. They do go down in a bomb.
All right, Alsoa is going to go ahead and wand them down. He uses an arrow to pick up the clock to make them stop moving.
All right, takes them down. Malchior spent a lot of time here in this level, too.
Yeah, unfortunately, when he got hit with the grabby hands, I don't think he was very far away from being able to find that recorder.
No, and you really hate to see that in a very close race like this. But again, it's good news if you're on Team Alsoa. Again, he is trailing 1-0 in this best of 3 round of 32. If he loses tonight, he's eliminated.
Looks like Alsoa is trying to work up a count by splitting the virus, possibly?
I like this play here. I mean, he's only got 4 bombs left. Now, speaking of bomb problems, Malchior doesn't have any bombs right now.
All right, Alsoa is going to find a room full of snakes, so this could have our Triforce in it. These rooms do like to have drops.
Let's see if you're right. Well, it is a drop. It hits the map. It is not a segmented level 7, and that is quite a big level 7 indeed.
All right, there's the recorder for Malchior. He's going to be like, okay, I'm out of level 2.
And that is a 35 room level 7, so that tells me the level 9 is going to be about 42 rooms. You heard it here first, 42.
Lots of bridge and tunnel shenanigans, because we're going to have to fit 6 sets of staircases for just the transports, and then 2 extra staircases for the items.
You are correct.
That's a heck of a lot of staircases in a really small space.
Or better yet, how about the dream segmented level 9? Then you have to cramp a 7th set of transport staircases.
I think that sounds like a great plan.
Meanwhile, Malchior picks up a potion in the Take Any Cave, so not going to spend his rupees Not going to find out what the potion prices are right now.
Also, is continuing to look for this Triforce here in level 7. Now, he couldn't bump into that room. Maybe that's going to be our old man room.
Probably.
And we are running short on keys, and it looks like in order to progress any further here in 7, he's going to have to choose either the left or the right.
And now Malchior's in that same level 7. I'll tell you what, if Malchior could path this differently, he could take a lead.
Alright, also setting up a Banana Key here with this gel. Really useful when you have the wand.
It's hard to believe that Alsoa at one point had quite a few keys. It just goes to show you could drain keys really quickly if the game doesn't provide. And there's the Banana Key.
And there's a free key sitting in the corner.
And there's the old Kid Icarus message. Instead of glad you came Pit, it's glad you came Link.
Alright, we got a triple bar room here in 7.
Won't be a staircase though because it had the shutter door. Of course, the transport is what might be needed to find the Triforce here in this level 7.
I think also already found the transport a little bit further up in 7, but I'm not 100% sure. And we've got the text glitch here in 7 asking about pizza.
Ooh. And Malchior needs to get one more pedal down, going for the wand here. Nice shot.
Alright, he's going to be rewarded with a 5er for his trouble. And to answer a question in chat, so neither dug 8. Actually, they both dug 8 a little bit. Malchior did a little bit more, but we didn't find a way into either of the rooms with any of the items. Though we were actually blocked by, there was a Gleeok guarding the Triforce, and in the same room there was a right side shutter door, and at the time there was no chance for us to be able to kill it.
Alsoa now going to tank this manhandling. Gets a couple of blue rupees for his efforts.
Yeah, you gotta love the fact that that blue ring lets you just stand there and wail on him.
And instead of taking a full heart of damage, you take a half a heart damage on that blue ring. And that blue ring, again, could be a difference maker going into level 9.
Yeah, I'm wondering where all of our Wizrobe friends are.
Level 9.
Yay!
Because we've only seen, what, one Wizrobe dungeon? Alsoa out of bombs.
Yeah, he's got to go back to that lovely and wonderful bomb shop that we saw. Thankfully, there's one a little bit closer to a level, so he doesn't have to go the entire way up to the waterfall.
And that is going to buy Malchior some time here to see if he can find that Triforce and get back into this match.
Alright, Alsoa is just one screen away from the bomb shop. Now, we know that this room is just going to have a 5er in it.
Yep, you see that Alsoa will top out his wallet. He'll buy 21 rupees worth. Now, one thing that could give Malchior a little bit of an edge on Alsoa is those extra 4 bombs that he got from the bomb upgrade. Alsoa won't be able to afford it even if he finds it.
Now, I like the fact that Alsoa went ahead, did a safety save as Malchior finds his banana and goes, nah, I don't need that.
TGE would not approve, but a certain Fury SK would.
Yeah, I see. I still go with, you know what, the best banana is the one that I find first.
There you go. There are no allegiances. It's whatever you find first ends up being the prize. Alsoa back into 7.
Alright, he only has, I think it's that long straight stretch underneath, all the way at the top, underneath the word level left, if I have seen his map correctly.
You very well might be correct. Hey look, Alsoa got the text glitch too.
That is awesome. It's the pizza! Hey, the guy heard us talking about Book It earlier and he got all jealous.
Well, if he reads enough books, he can get that free personal pan pizza as well. Of course, there's another way. Uh-oh, we do have a mugger room here, and Alsoa will forfeit one of his hearts because he can't afford the toll.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. He does have the blue ring, so he's not really worried about HP right now.
I'd like to see this mugger room be required.
I have a feeling it's going to be, as Sticky Keys is messing with Alsoa.
Oh, and so are the Tektites that'll send him back to start.
Yeah, I heard the Sticky Keys sound just before you saw Alsoa stop moving.
I've had that plague me a few times. During Pinball Fantasies, not necessarily during Zelda Randomizer, but that's the worst to have it happen playing a pinball game.
Oh man, that would be yeah, that would be unfortunate.
That most certainly would be. But yep, Alsoa is going to have to reroute now and try again.
Now, thankfully, Start wasn't very far from that room. We've already paid the mugger. He can just kind of head straight through it.
Nice force there for Malchior on those Vires. He knew what his count was.
Gosh, I hate beefy spiders. They are just the worst. Alright, so that is not our Triforce. We still haven't found the compass, so how much do you want to bet we're going to get Triforce and then compass in the room just beyond it?
How about a four-headed Gleeok guarding the Triforce? That would be cool.
I think that is totally fitting now. Alsoa thankfully still has a blue potion if this fight gets a little scary.
And it's getting very scary. And oh, can't get the fourth head down. Back to Start he goes again. And a red herring from Malchior. And Alsoa is going to just try again. He still has 6 hearts, by the way. So he may think to himself, maybe this is not the path to the Triforce. He might also be thinking, maybe I'm ladder blocked. Because, you know, we saw a ladder block in a segment of that level 7, did we not?
I think so, but I don't know that there were very many, I don't think there were very many rooms on the other side of it.
So he wanted to get his heart back. He must think that is not the solution.
Yep, and yet he's still headed directly back there. Maybe he just wanted the bomb?
Well, maybe he did. Maybe he did. Because he's going to have to fork over that heart again.
Yeah, because that ladder, that mugger room was directly in the path to head up into that little bit. He's only got a couple of rooms here in 7 that he hasn't seen.
This is true, and we still haven't found the compass either.
All right, but meanwhile, Malchior is doing the bottom part of this level 7. He's also being forced to give up quite a few keys, but he's still at a pretty healthy count.
Was able to bomb to the left.
All right, we got a pancake room that'll let us go down into this section that we haven't been able to get to.
Well, Alsoa is banking on the fact that this is the path that's either going to lead him to the Triforce or at the very least the compass. No, he's been here before, see?
Yeah, there's it's the 2 rooms below this and the rooms that are sticking off into the L column that we haven't seen yet.
Right.
Or at least on this version of his map. There's our compass. Yeah, it's required.
It was that Gleeok, yes.
Ugh, so gross. We're going back to go fight that Gleeok. Here we go again.
So Alsoa was actually right the first time. It's just unfortunate he wasn't able to take it down the first time.
Yeah, and now sadly he's only got 2 heart containers at the moment, so he's going to go ahead. He's going to reset and get those bombs back, and then go back to fight the Gleeok. Maybe visit the fairy fountain before we go in.
That's true. You could do that.
I mean, we're literally right next door, so it would kind of make sense. Now, Malchior, if he finds a path up and over 2 rooms, he's going to have his compass as well.
Well, and this could be a turning point in this race. This is where Malchior can gain some ground on Alsoa.
All right, here we go. Mugger, take 2.
Yep, because it's going to be back. Now, he's going to bomb. He can't bomb to the north now. What a convoluted path here in this level 7.
Yeah, this is wonderful. And that old man is just really sad that nobody brought him a pizza.
Well, the way this level 7's shaping to be up, he doesn't deserve a pizza.
And he's an old guy who's stuck in a dungeon. He's just hungry. Alright, Alsoa's got the blue potion since he up A retried. So as soon as he goes through the key door, he should be in good shape to fight the Gleeok. Now, I don't think that room dropped a key, or he might have cleared it.
Right.
Alright, much nicer start to the fight here. He's gonna go ahead. He knows he's got the potion. He's gonna use it right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good idea. That's a red herring for Malchior. Now, you said if he went to this room to the left.
Yeah, it's right here. This room to the left is going to have that compass in it, and that's going to point him in the direction he needs to go.
And there's the Triforce for Alsoa. Malchior, again, not that far behind. Again, Right now, it's a slight advantage for Alsoa. Again, if you're just joining us, he must win to keep his tournament hopes alive in the all boards, no swords tournament here. If Malchior wins, he'll move on to the round of 16. And look at this staircase.
Oh,
look at this. Oh my goodness. But here's a problem for Malchior. He's only got 2 hearts left.
And he doesn't have a potion, and he also doesn't have a ring.
I think he does have a potion. No, I think he does have a potion.
Did he? Okay, so he does have the potion. All right, he's got to be a little bit more careful, though, because he doesn't have that ring yet.
Right, because he's going to lose a full heart every time he gets hit.
All right, now Alsoa's back here in level 8.
And he's not going to take a chance. This is his last, but he'll have plenty of health. He should be good.
All right, here we go. Alsoa is having some fun playing Find That Bomb Wall in level 8. Now, I'm wondering if he remembers that the Triforce was in a room with a Gleeok that had a shutter door to the right.
Right now, this is anybody's game at this point. Again, Alsoa, and
no!
there's a jewelry!
Oh, buddy. Well, we got one of the items in 8, and it's the red ring.
Well, we could cross off that idea, so I wouldn't mark it as such that, but I think there's a 99% chance the ladder's our second item.
Yeah, I think the ladder has to be here since we couldn't really go anywhere in level 5.
Yep, and that's going to double the defense one more time for Alsoa here.
And it's looking like Malchior is going to go ahead and go into level 4. Now, we still haven't seen the item in level 4, but I don't know if Malchior saw that we were also, I want to say, ladder blocked here as well.
I don't think he knows about it. I think only Alsoa knows about it.
Unless, again, I don't know that we ever got... Did we get the map in 4?
Negative. We know it's segmented. At least segmented. It could be triple
Yep,
segmented.
because we had that transport staircase.
And it's going to be a big level 4. It's going to be no fewer than 20 rooms. And hello, Patra Wayne.
Oh, get out of there.
And he is cornered. He's trying, and he is stuck. Back to start he goes.
All right, now Alsoa is bombing around. This is not a staircase room, so he's just going to go ahead and leave.
Technically, the ladder could be in level 9, because important items can be in level 9, but based on what we know in this seed, it doesn't look like the ladder's going to be in 9. But in these flag sets, it technically could be.
All right, so Alsoa is clearing out the bottom, all these rooms that he did not see the first time he was in here.
If we had a situation where nothing was ladder blocked, then yeah, you could see a ladder in level 9. But since we already know that the Triforce and the item is ladder blocked in level 5, ladder will not be in level 9. But maybe in some other seed we could see the ladder in 9.
Now, if Malchior, I want to say if he burns the key to go kind of left here is where we run into, it was back-to-back moat rooms?
Correct.
All right, Alsoa is going to find this manhandla, but thankfully that closed shutter door on the bottom means that we don't have to clear that room because it's not going to be a push block staircase.
Yep. Doesn't have to deal with Superman Handla.
And then we're going to find another Goma. Okay, this could explain why we couldn't get up here before. And now this is unfortunately the beefy version.
Now 4 hits, 4 wooden arrows we need, and we do not know where the silvers are yet. But it's a 50-50 chance at this point they're going to be a 9. And
this is an item. You want to know why? Because there's a key sitting in the corner of that room.
So not only are we going to get a key, we're going to get an item, but it should be our ladder if our calculations are correct. And no!
Oh! There's got to be a path in either 4 or 5 that we haven't been able to see.
And Malchior just found it!
Oh, man, no! That's a transport staircase!
Unless there's rooms that we've missed in level 4.
Because we never found the map, and we didn't have a ton of bombs to be able to bomb around in there. So it looks like Alsoa is headed back to, where are we? We're still at 8, Alsoa.
This is unbelievable here. I mean, right now, if Malchior can find the secret here in level 4, and it turns out to be the ladder, then Malchior has a chance to steal this race.
He does. Alsoa is about to enter level 4 again.
Back to
now,
4.
This is the 2-room segment where Alsoa didn't try bombing any of these rooms. None of them.
And he's gonna look, and Malchior's gonna do
Malchior's
this.
doing the same thing.
Bang, and this could be game, set, and match.
I mean, it makes sense as a runner. You're like, okay, it's just a 2-room segment. That's the only reason I'm here. But what if your item room is the 3rd room along that segment?
You know it's going to be. The only question is which direction.
And do we have enough bombs to find it?
Well, also, it only has 4 bombs left.
Now, thankfully, he is back up to 5 keys from that dig of 8. And he's got the red ring, so now he really doesn't have to worry about HP.
And
hey, there it is. There's the map.
It was correct. It was a correct assumption on those 2 rooms. Shows how much we know, CD.
Sadly, we still haven't found that staircase that we're looking for, though.
21 rooms.
That's a tiny level 4.
No, that's a big level 4, if you want my honest opinion. I think it is.
It feels kind of tiny.
Well, I've seen bigger level 4s, but I think 21's a big level 4.
All right, so that's a room we can't get into. That's our Triforce. We're going to try to bomb left here.
There you go. That's the NSU.
Oh, that's an NSU.
Oh, here it is. This is it.
Oh, it's the silvers. Our ladder is not in 4.
So there must be another workaround in 5.
Oh my gosh!
Is in 5, and we have to find this convoluted path.
Now this might send Malchior back to level 8.
But who knows?
As Alsoa is getting his silvers now too, so he's gonna go back to 5.
Yeah, he knows because he's done with 8. Now where is Malchior gonna head for next?
Malchior's going to 8 right now.
I get the play too, and we all thought the ladder was going to be in 8, but yeah, Alsoa has a true lead now.
It means that there has to be a way to get to the Triforce. I'm not saying that the ladder's going to be in 5, but it means that there has to be a way to get to the Triforce in 5 if the ladder isn't somewhere we can get to it behind a wall we didn't see.
And Alsoa, remember, he had some potions in his back pocket, grabs one of them here.
Yep, that's a really smart heads-up play. He's kind of close to a bomb shot, but I don't think he's going in there.
So yeah, Malchior, depending on how long this dive takes in level 8, he could lose 5 minutes at least.
Well, I mean, if he's going for both items, he's going to get the red ring pretty quickly here, because I think you just go south from the bat room, and it's in one of these, like, corner rooms. Yeah,
but CD, there's a phrase I love to say in commentary a lot. It's very easy to play these seats from the commentator's booth. It's not so easy when you're in the runner.
Very true. He is going to thankfully be filled up with bombs, so at least he can try bombing to the left after he goes and kills the Goma and finds the banana. The blue banana. All right, back to 5 we go. So here's my question, though. Where in the world did we have level 9?
Well, level 9 was near the coast. It was not far from the starting place. Oh, is Alsoa about to check out this staircase that he's going to bomb these places and he's going to find a huge nothing burger here.
All right, here we go. We're taking this lovely transport staircase. We have to bomb everything, I think, at this point.
Agreed. It's time to play Hyrule's favorite game show of Find the Bomb Hole.
Well, it's not that way. And Alsoa is apparently gonna kind of see if maybe there's a pirouettable door? Where is he going? There is room down there for there to have been at least 1 or 2 rooms below him.
All right, so there's the bomb hole. And is this it?
This is. There's the key. There's the dead giveaway that is a remove most open stairs.
Unless, of course, this is like a triple segmented level 5.
That would be fantastic.
And there's the jewelry for Malchior, so he is done with this level 8. And if this is not a triple seg, this is it. And there's the ladder for Alsoa.
All right. Oh, here we go.
So he is now in go mode.
All right. So we are now just looking for that Triforce. And then we are on our way to wherever in the world we lost level 9.
And now, by process of elimination, we could tell you that the 2 items in level 9 is going to be the book and the any key. And look at the key, speaking of key counts. Alsoa with 9, Malchior with 11.
That's actually really nice compared to the what? He went into 8 with like 2 keys. He's not going to finish clearing the Ruby boss. He's going to just walk out of the room.
And I'm going to tell you what.
Oh, hi, Wizzies.
Let the Triforce be here.
That would be so terrible. Alright, he's gonna up a save. Now he's gonna go buy some more bombs, I have a feeling.
Yeah, because the only way you could do damage to blue Wizrobes is through bombs. Your wand won't even do damage to it. I'm gonna tell you something. Remember that blue Wizrobes have a base HP of 10. It may take 4 bombs apiece if it rolls at least +3.
Oh, that is a lot of bombs. That is kind of disgusting. Alright, so Malchior, we should have his feedback here in just a second. Alsoa is gonna go ahead. It looks like Malchior did bomb down, so he's now got his ladder as well, we'd imagine.
And yep, Alsoa is gonna top out his arsenal with the maximum of 10 bombs. Again, that's the advantage Malchior has on Alsoa, is that he can have 14 bombs, as Malchior is in level 5, but he has to find that bomb hole if he wants to get the ladder, which will help him get to the Triforce here in 5.
In a brief flash, I had seen that he's actually bombed south from the that diamond staircase room.
And there's your map, by the way, of level 5. So this was not a segmented level 5, but it did have the one room. It's kind of like level 5 that
Oh, there it is. He's got the Triforce out of level 5. I'm gonna say he's got that ladder because that's how we got through the Chevy room.
Wow. And just like that, Malchior, who had been trailing practically the entire match, has taken the lead for the first time tonight, and he could steal this race from Alsoa.
Now, Alsoa's trying to find the bomb wall here in level 5. He needs to go through, he doesn't know it yet, but he's got to go through the blue Wizrobe room. It's not the Wizrobe room, it was the Triforce. I think it was one just to the right of it.
Wow, whatever happened here, it's the old, Malchior's stream is brought to you by PowerPoint, evidently.
Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties. It's okay, though. Level 9, by the way, is down here on the coast, and Alsoa is going to the Triforce. And
there's another thing you need to keep in mind is pay close attention to the timers because they are not lined up. So what we're doing here in level 9 is we are trying to listen for the roar of Ganon. Now, if we hear that roar of Ganon, then Ganon is adjacent to where he currently is in any cardinal direction. Second thing he's going to be looking for is a room with a single shutter door. If he clears that single shutter door room and it does not open upon the clear, then we have found the location of Zelda. Since both runners are playing as Link, we're trying to rescue Zelda and we're trying to defeat Ganon.
Alright, Alsoa is going to go ahead, and I think he's about to bomb to the right here. Alright, there we go. We have a path. Malchior is going to be taking some staircases in level 9. There's the Triforce for Alsoa, and he's now headed to level 9 as well.
Right now, this is anybody's game, but this is, again, a must-win for Alsoa here. He is trailing by only a little bit, but right now, in a race as close as this has been all night, CD Improv, every second counts.
And it could be the difference between who takes which staircase.
Oh, absolutely.
Alright, so Alsoa knows where 9 is because he found it at the very beginning of the game and then retried out of the bomb usage, and he's going to be entering 9 like 2.5 minutes behind Malchior?
Something along those lines. Again, you'd have to go back and look at the timers on both sides, but I think it's closer to a minute and a half.
Okay. Thankfully, we're going to find out that ladder was really required as one of the first rooms in level 9 is a moat room.
Yep, and there's a push block for Malchior, and I have no idea what's on the other side. Nope, it must have been a transport.
Or even potentially an item that he decided not to pick up.
Yeah, look at his key count. He's got 14 keys. If he sees the any key, he's not going to pick it up.
I mean, I wouldn't waste, 14 seconds? Not 14 keys. I wouldn't waste the 5 seconds going to go get it.
I wouldn't either. By the way, we find Zelda's room, but Zelda's nowhere to be found in Zelda's room.
All right, we've got what looks to be a Patra block here on Malchior's side. And I want to say from what little we've seen that the guys are taking separate paths.
Oh yeah, they're definitely taking separate paths, and this could determine the outcome of the game right here. And I think Zelda has been found by, was it Alsoa?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Alsoa has found Zelda. He's got the lead again.
Now we just need to find Ganon. Now, it was curious. He did try to bomb up. We don't have I don't think we have Alsoa's audio on, but Alsoa did try to bomb up out of one of those rooms that was next to an old man room, so I'm wondering if maybe he heard something we couldn't.
And there's the map. So much for needing the book.
Oh, that's a beautiful map. Thanks, game.
Patra guards the map, just like in vanilla, except you don't have to full clear it. You just have to get by him. And there is your map for level 9.
Oh, that is so special.
And it's not segmented, dadgummit.
All right, also is going to go ahead, start taking staircases. He has already found the princess, so at this point we are just trying to find Ganon. That key is going to be nice to have.
I was off by 1 room. It was 43 rooms, not 42. I was close.
It's okay. Your math is still better than mine.
Well, in any event, we are trying to find where Ganon is, because if Alsoa can find Ganon, he will win this game, and he will stay alive in this tournament. And we will have the rubber game of this match tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. Oh, I believe he is beelining towards that room he had heard earlier.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, on Malchior's side, we can't see him, but it's Ganon.
Well, you know, we got a slideshow going on.
I know, right? I have no idea what's going on. A Hyrule driver would cost him 1 heart, and we need 6, 7, or 8 hits, or 7 or 8 hits, I beg your pardon, because again, we don't have the -4 yet until the Elite 8.
Also is going to find a transport staircase that unfortunately is going to take him basically absolutely nowhere.
Oh, absolutely. And again, I have no idea what's going on Malchior's side here. We've got somebody doing a drawing in Microsoft Paint, probably. I'm going to assume he took him down.
Yep, as we find... Yep.
Malchior's just won it!
Let's get some GGs in chat for Malchior, finishing with a race time GG time of 1 hour and 25 minutes even.
Holy smokes! Man, you gotta feel bad for Alsoa, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, the number 31 seed with the major upset in the bracket stages, moving on to the round of 16.
All right, looks like Alsoa is kind of getting close to where he was trying to bomb up into from the near the old man room. And we should have Malchior joining us here in just a moment, as Alsoa finds a compass we don't need.
Yep, so basically Alsoa must have known where the location of Ganon was, but he couldn't find the path.
Yeah, I think it's actually, it's going to be one of these rooms over here, maybe.
Well, they call level 9 the Great Equalizer for a reason. Boy, Malchior certainly made it work for him, but I'll tell you what was really the Great Equalizer of this one, level 5.
Yeah, it was that ladder. Just that ladder being in such a trolly position and sending both of our,
and look at this,
runners.
Alsoa right here. Here's Ganon. Let's see how many hits we need. Again, a Hyrule driver is going to cost him 1 heart. He's only got 5 hearts, so this is by no means going to be free. But if he can get that stun lock, that will really help him out. Unfortunately, he teleports to the right.
Now, thankfully for Alsoa, he does have the red ring, so it's more like he's got a gazillion hearts.
But check this out. Oh, he gets Hyrule driver twice, 3 times!
He does have a potion, thankfully.
Wow. That's what happens when Ganon goes Matthew McConaughey on you. The all right.
Well, as long as he's showering, I think we're okay.
And there you go. We've got our winner, Malchior, here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, you came from behind. You were trailing practically the entire race until level 5. You were both tied up at 7 Triforces apiece, but you were the first to find the Triforce after you found that ladder. Alsoa found the ladder first, but you found the way to the Triforce room a good minute or two before Alsoa did, and that was enough of an advantage for you to come in and steal this race and advance to the round of 16. However, well, you're gonna have to watch this back because your last few minutes were PowerPointed.
Oh, that sucks. Holy cow! Yeah. I'm certain both of us had marked 5 was ladder block early, and then went and did everything else.
And Alsoa taking exception to the princess, as he should. And get your GGs out for Alsoa. Well, he played an exceptional race pretty much all the way through, but unfortunately, this marks the end of the tournament for the number 2 seed. And wow, Moors and Phoenix with the cold hard facts. Malchior, with your win, that means this is the second tournament in a row that the number 2 seed has been ousted in the opening round of brackets.
Oh yeah, I guess. That did happen in the previous tournament. Holy cow. Ugh. I want to shoot that 5.
And I'll tell you what, this is not the only seed. I've done a lot of tournaments. Number 2 seems to be a cursed seed in the Zelda Randomizer tournament. I go back to the very first tournament. I'm not going to name names, obviously. I know a lot of people who know their roots is going to know who this is, but in the very first Zelda Randomizer tournament, number 2 seed was knocked out early too. There's just something about being number 2 that I don't know how, I don't know why, but it just seems like it happens more often than not.
Looks like Alsoa is not going to be joining us tonight for an interview. So we just want to say GG's and good race to both of you guys.
So I want you to go over the seed a little bit.
Sorry I couldn't get audio for y'all. I was having audio issues all the way up and started the race, and I ran headset charged enough, and I just quickly threw it on so I could get ready for now. But yeah, go ahead, Loz.
Well, I was just gonna say go over the seed. That's all.
Yeah. I felt I found Blue Candle late. I figured he might have found that before me. I don't know.
Well, actually, he purchased his candle before you picked up yours. So he found the free one much later than you did.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, when I got into 1, I felt good finding the 1 until I saw the red candle, and I was like, oh shoot. Well, then that's possible to get early, and I was fearful that maybe he could have done that. My early strategy was I saw a bomb upgrade initially. I was like, okay, that's max. Then I saw the second bomb upgrade. And I was like, wait, what? Oh no, I don't know which is the white sword. And so I scoured my overworld so I could get 6 heart containers to find out one. And with that in mind, once I had my full stack of bombs, I'm like, alright, I can go back to 1, I can go back to 3, I can go back to all those early dungeons that I saw.
Well, I'll tell you what, and then you found that bomb upgrade that gave you an extra 4 bombs. That definitely helped out as well, because Alsoa ran into bomb problems almost the entire race.
Yikes. Yeah. I don't think the only time I ran into bomb problems, I ran out of bombs going through all the heart nuts in 2 for a recorder that I didn't need, but hey.
Yeah, Mrs. Malchior making
the ladder in 5.
Oh yeah, I mean up until that point, the ladder was not required to beat the seed, but you absolutely had to have the ladder in a level 5. I mean, we all thought ladder was going to be in level 8, and then we all thought it's going to be in level 4, and it wasn't.
Yeah, that was one heck of a trolley ladder placement.
I kid y'all not. When I cleared 6, I got okay, 2 recorder. I was like, and then 7 boomerang. I was like, what? No. And then I went back to 8 and got both items in 8. And increasingly, my voice was like, what? What? And then I got the silvers out of 4. It was like, wait, what?
I know, right?
And I went back to 5, and I felt I was dead by then. I figured I had lost by then.
Oh, it was for much of this race, Malchior, it was looking like we were going to see a game number 3 between you and Alsoa, but you know, That's why they play the games. Again, you were trailing, I'd say, for 95% of that race, Malchior, but you took the lead at the end of level 5, and you held on to it.
I'm excited to watch this one back. Hopefully, even with my potato internet.
As a good streamer once said, gotta get off that wireless dial-up.
Wireless is all we have right now. We're currently in the process of moving houses. We close on our house on Friday.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Thank you, sir. But yeah, I'm excited to continue in the Swordless. I know Alsoa is a fantastic competitor, especially in Swordless. It's one of his favorite ways to play. So I had to fight tooth and nail for this one.
And you most certainly did. And I mean, you really had to earn it here tonight. Because again, as I mentioned, Alsoa was playing a really, really good game up until level 5, where you somehow found a quicker path to the Triforce after finding the ladder. We'll never know how you did it because, again, we went to slideshow mode at that point. But GG's to you. Congratulations. You are moving on to the round of 16 in this tournament. And let me take a look here quick.
All right, sorry, we were discussing the upcoming races I was discussing the upcoming races in a different window, real quick.
So you're either going to be taking on Big Slamoo or Shaddy in the round of 16. So what are your thoughts about that upcoming match?
I'm excited for both of them. Slamoo and I like to essentially slam and trash talk each other all the time. And if I get Shaddy, oh boy. I get my grudge match because I faced Shaddy in the group stages. I faced Shaddy at SpeedGaming Live. And it's like, all right, you may got me in best of 1, but best of 3, I'm gonna try my luck.
Well, it should be a great one regardless of who you are going to be stacked up against. But GG to you again on your victory, and we wish you the best of luck in your round of 16.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, LOZ. Thank you, CD, on the comms as well. And thank you, Moomers.
All right. So anyway, for anybody, as Discord is doing Discord things, for anybody who's looking for more Legend of Zelda action tonight, in just a couple of minutes, we have Jam Evil versus Sis Crusher. It's going to be on SpeedGaming 5 at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming Prime. We have Cytown versus Truant Gamer. We have a double header on SpeedGaming 2 starting at 10:30 p.m. Antlers versus Chest Jerk. And then we have a midnight, just before midnight match starting on a channel to be determined between Jake Hopper and Redbird Grad.
Well, those are all excellent matches. And yeah, the Chest Jerk and Antlers looks like they are doing a double duty here. So looks like you and Moon Risen Phoenix, you've got a full plate on your hands tonight.
Yeah, we get to spend lots of quality time together today.
All right, I'll probably be peeking in watching those races. It should be very exciting. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up our coverage here on Speed Gaming 3. But again, as CD Improv mentioned, in just a few minutes from now on Speed Gaming 5, it is going to be Jam Eviler and Sis Crusher. It should be a good one. So for everybody here on Speed Gaming 3, for Alsoa and Malchior, please make sure you follow both of our runners here. For our tracker, Moon Risen Phoenix, and for my commentator partner, CD Improv, for everybody here on Speed Gaming, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great evening. We'll see you on Speed Gaming 5 for some more exciting Zelda Randomizer, all boards, no swords, tournament coverage. Good night, everybody.